Hi everyone, I'm Katie and I'm just a hippie kindness rocker that likes sharing my tutorials with anyone that might need some help. Peace, y'all! Hello my friends, I am here with a new tutorial and I'm doing a little spiral tie-dye kind of thing with my posca pins. So I'm starting out with a black 3M and I'm just making little lines all the way around in a spiral. I had someone on Facebook ask me how I was doing my little pocket rock, so this is a little bit bigger version for the video. I am using lilac now in 3M also. So I saw a real pretty color combination on a picture that was black and purple and white and then had red and black, and so I decided to take that color scheme and use it on this rock. So I'm using a shadow stone. I get them from Santorini Stones by Shelly on Facebook, and I usually like to use the stones natural, but this particular one was the right shape for me. I wanted one that was pretty round, and so I went ahead and covered it up. But they're beautiful rocks, and I try to go natural, especially if it's a pretty color. So I'm just doing the same thing with the white. These are all 3M that I used. And I just do the little lines, and I'll go back in and add, like right now I'm adding a little more lilac in, and wherever I need to add a little bit more color, I will. These are fun little rocks, and I love doing the little pocket rocks. They're great to just hand out to people, and they fit in your pocket, and it doesn't drag your shorts down. I tend to carry rocks in my pockets. So now I'm using a circle stencil, and I'm doing this because I'm not very good at doing circles without a stencil, and my lines aren't very good either, so you're gonna see me struggle a little bit through this peace sign. I went with gesso at first, and I realized that I was gonna end up needing like several coats, so off camera I put some chalk paint, and I used folkart chalk paint, and it only took one coat. So that's what's on underneath this peace sign. So now I'm using the 3M in red, and it's going to take a couple coats, and I'm going to keep trying to correct my circle because it started getting off, and I'm going to keep throughout the video trying to correct little spots here and there. It's not going to be perfect, but now I'm doing a second coat of red with my very large red posca, and it's used and abused, as you can tell. So now I'm going to do my peace sign in the middle, and I'm using my stencil again, and I'm going to make my frame, and immediately I mess up, even with my stencil. So I'm going to go in and fix it with my 3M posca. And of course, I have to let every single layer dry completely before I go in and do the next layer. You're not seeing the dry time because I was pausing or stopping the video. So now I'm just going over that ring that I made. And now I'm making it a little bit thicker. I hope everyone's doing great on this Monday. Now I'm using my large black posca, and I go to freehand the inside part of the peace sign, and as you see, I got one side off, but I'll go back later and fix that. So now I want to line the circle, so as much as I can, I'm going to use my circle stencil. So I'm going to line it inside, and the great thing about this stencil is it has so many sizes of circles on it, so it works perfect. So I grabbed the wrong purple posca and put it in, then I noticed what I did. So I let it dry, and then off camera I'm gonna fix it. There we go, all fixed. I also fixed that side where I did the triangle too small. So now I'm just trying to touch up everything again and get any little spots that I missed. And I'll have to add a little more red just because you can see a little black coming through in the peace sign. Now I decided to do some white in the center to kind of make it three-dimensional. I want it to kind of look like it's popping out. So I don't know if I was successful with that, but I was pretty happy with it in the end. So I'm just going to blend back and forth with my little brush that's all scraggly. And I used my white posca, and I just got some of the ink out on my freezer paper, and I wet it with a little water. And so I just started blending back and forth, and then I'll get a little bit of my black ink, and I'm just going to go back and forth until I like the blend. But it was super hot today. Definitely over 100 here in Texas, and I'm in Central Texas actually. And we did get a little cloud cover in the evening. We've gotten that 2 days in a row, so it's kind of helped cool the house off faster. But yeah, it's hot and humid, so we definitely are staying inside, and I'm painting. So I'm still working on this blending. It's just something I'll go back and forth on until I'm happy with it. And I'm sorry I'm off camera a little bit. I forget to look up and see where my rock is at, and I go right off camera every time. I'm looking into getting a newer holder, so hopefully this won't happen anymore. But that is freezer paper that I use underneath my rocks. I love it because it has that shiny coat on it, and I can put paint down, I can put glue on it if I'm doing nail foils. So, and then when I'm done, I can just throw it away. And I reuse the pieces. If there's not much paint on them, I'll reuse the pieces until, you know, it's time to throw it away. So I'm using a decoart pearl metallic on the center, just to give it a little shine right on top of that white. Now I'm going to put some glitter, because you know me, I got to be extra. So I'm putting hologram all around the outside. And I finally got a big bottle of this stuff because I just use it like crazy. And I was going through too much little bottles. And I had bought the hologram, it was like in a little tub. Man, that stuff was a pain in the butt. It got hard real quick. And now we're going to be coming up with a Dragonglaze. Green, gold, red, I believe is the color. And I'm just going to put it on the red part of the peace sign. I want the peace sign to be kind of popping out on its own. So that was my point in adding some glitter on that, but leaving the black peace sign alone. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a try. Be sure and subscribe if you like the videos and want to keep seeing more. Like, share, and I really appreciate all your support. Thank y'all so much for watching, and have a super awesome week. Bye-bye.